Well, it turned out to be a nice day today, and we're on our way for a hike. We're on Dripping Springs Road going eastbound. We're passing Oregon Mountain Desert Peaks National Monument. As you can see, it's a smooth, well-paved road. The road becomes more rough and narrow as you exit the city limits. At the end of the road is the Visitor Center. A $5 fee is required for parking. This property is owned by the Bureau of Land Management. The moon is just over the horizon and swifts are flying in front of the Visitor Center. This plant is the state flower of New Mexico. It's called a soap tree yucca. It only blooms one time a year, and the flowers are white and very fragrant. Flowers are abundant at the end of a long stalk that comes up from the bottom of the plant. Desert willow adorns the front of the Visitor Center. The flowers on this plant resemble an orchid. These are chocolate daisies. We've parked our car and paid our fee, and this is the start of the trail. Dogs are allowed on this trail. It turned out to be a beautiful day, and there's flowers on both sides of the trail going up. I'm not alone hiking today. My wife has come with me. The landscape along the trail is breathtaking. In case you're wondering what kind of plant this is, it's a cholla cactus, and it's in bloom. This is another short, stubby desert willow, and it's in bloom. There's many places to sit and rest along the trail. This one happens to be near another cholla plant. The bright fuchsia colors of this flower attract many bees and different insects. It's so beautiful you might be tempted to pick it, but don't, because it's loaded with thorns. The wild onion is seeding, and the seeds will be dispersed by the winds. I found a resting area in the shade, and I'm certainly going to take advantage of that. In case you're wondering what kind of berries these are, they're from the skunk brush. Hi, I'm having a great time hiking up here to Dripping Springs. It was a rainy day yesterday and cold, but today it's a nice warm day, sun's out, a little bit of cloud cover now and then. And we're going up here to see if the spring's running strong. I hear there's a lot of water coming over the waterfalls, and we're going to go up there and check it out. So that's why we're hiking today, but it's good exercise. This trail is not steep, but it's a continuous uphill climb. This is a Douglas butterweed plant with its beautiful yellow flowers. No dogs are allowed beyond this sign. A military helicopter breaks the silence. This plant is called a Spanish blade, and it's in bloom. It's named after its leaves that had serration thorns on both sides. It shoots a stalk upward where flowers will form around the stalk. The flowers will seed and then be dispersed at the end of the summer. This is the hardest part of the walk. There's no shelter or shade for about 1/4 of a mile. This is a desert cardinal seeking shade in a desert willow. Finally, a place to rest underneath this alligator pine. What a welcome sight. Man, it's been a pretty hot hike up here, but we're up here far enough. We're getting close to the dripping springs. I can hear the water from here, and it sounds promising. I think we're going to have a good view of the waterfall up there at Dripping Springs. And what can I say? It's a good exercise, and it's been a fun hike so far.
Hi, Chip. I had a great time walking the pathway. Took a video of a bird, and it keeps on sitting there. It did not move at all. I think it's in there for the day. I think it got way too hot.
This is an Apache plume with its beautiful pink flowers and fluffy feathery textures. As you can see by the shadows, the sun is directly overhead, and my wife is taking some more videos of a cholla plant. But for me, I'm doing what a logical man would do, head for the shade. I'm even luckier there's a seat under this alligator pine. Some hikers did not stop. The prickly pear cactus is also in bloom. The flowers attract all kinds of insects. I'm sure there's some kind of symbiotic relationship between the plant and the insects. She got hot too and beat me to the shade tree this time. Well, folks, we made it to the livery station. That's a good thing. That means we're almost there to Dripping Springs. I'm happy about that. There's only a few buildings left standing, and we're going to investigate. This is the livery stable located about a quarter-mile from Dripping Springs. The buildings of the livery stable area stand out in stark contrast to the surrounding foothills of the mountains. You can see the remains of the corral that once housed the horses. Here's the remains of barbed wire that was once used to corral the horses. Who knows how old this is? It rained the day before and it's left puddles behind on the trail. We can hear the water from this location, but we don't see the springs yet. Finally, our first glimpse of the springs. Nearing the springs are these flowering prickly pear cactus. We're almost there and the trail steepens. If you look closely, you can see the moon just above the mountain peaks. At the top is a restroom for your convenience. Here is the century plant. This is a very unique plant as it blooms only once in 15 to 20 years. This is a glimpse of one of many springs in this area that appear after a rainfall. You can see and hear the spring as we approach. Hi everybody, we finally made it here to Dripping Springs. We're enjoying the view and having a great time cooling off. I hope you enjoy this video because I've had a fun time making it. He fits in the American landscape with his shorts. I caught them shooting a video of me, so I decided to return the favor. Here we are. We made it in front of the spring.
Give him a big smile, though.
Okay.
Almost everybody in the world recognizes this plant. This is a thistle with a purple bloom. At the bottom of the spring are yellow columbine plants. Well, the day is ending. We've had a great time up near the springs, and we're on our way down to the car. And we videotaped a beautiful sunset.